What's good, YouTube? It's me, Jokta, back at it again with another video. So, Smash, right? People have been talking about it because they want to see it on the Switch too. Dude's already working hard enough on Kirby, leave the guy alone. I thought, why not try mixing the roster up a bit? And instead of just adding characters I like, Eggman, Dante, various indie, I thought, what if I take the existing franchises in Smash and made them all have to have 5 characters? Alright, let's just jump into this. Mario already has more than 5 characters, so we're just gonna cut down. It's just gonna be Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, and Yoshi. He reps his own series in Smash, but let's be real, he's a Mario character. Characters like Bowser Jr., Rosalina, and Daisy would cut out, but I don't think anyone minds that. Up next is Donkey Kong. Well, of course we have Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, and K. Rool, but also we'll put in Dixie Kong and Funky Kong. Now there were some other options like Cranky, the Tiki Guys, Tropical Freeze, and Bonanza has some new characters. You could put Cranky instead of Funky if you want. I just like Funky Kong. Now for The Legend of Zelda, we're cutting over other Links and also Sheik. Sheik has appeared in one game. Really, they're more of a Smash character than the Zelda character at this point. We got Link, Zelda, Ganondorf. And now, what I want for the next 2 is a supporting character and another villain. So that's either going to be Midna or Impa, Skull Kid, and Girahim. I'm going to go with Midna and Skull Kid, specifically because that means we can keep the franchises that had their own Links. Ocarina and Majora's Mask with Skull Kid, and Twilight Princess with Midna. Up next we got Metroid. I have not played Metroid. Obviously there's Samus, Zero Suit, Ridley. You could remove Dark Samus, but I think they're fine. So for the last spot, either the new guy that's in Dread that I don't know the name of, but people are really hype about, or some sort of mother brain creature, or the guy from Federation Force. Is Federation Force even popular? No clue. Oh, we got Kirby, and alongside the 3, the obvious 4th slot is Bandanity. It's so obvious that he should have just been in Smash already by now. For the last one, we're probably going to want a Kirby villain. Marx is a boss in Smash Ultimate. I still put it as a factor as not picking him. The other 2 viable options, in my eyes, are Magolor or Galacta/Morpho Knight. I'm going to pick Magolor, both because of the Return to Dreamland Deluxe, and also for uniqueness. Star Fox. We've got Fox, Falcon, and Wolf. The obvious 4th is Crystal. People have been wanting her for a long time. But as for the final character, let's just go with Slippy. He's a joke character. Pokemon, this is a big one. First things first, Pokemon Trainer is usually counted as 3. We can't have that. So, we're going to do what Smash 4 did, reduce Pokemon Trainer back down to just Charizard. Then of course, Pikachu. Greninja is the most popular Pokemon of all time, at least from a couple years ago. It might not still be true. And Mewtwo as de facto the villain. The final slot could either go to one of the characters that we haven't put back yet, like Lucario. It could go to, say, a Grass starter to complete the Fire, Water, Grass. Another popular Pokemon like Eevee. I personally am gonna put that last slot as Decidueye, purely because I think he should have been in the game instead of Cineroar, and I do like having a Fire, Water, and Grass starter as part of the roster. Moving up to the Mother series, I haven't played any of these games, so we're just gonna go with Ness, Lucas, Gygus, but using his design from Mother Pooh, and Ninten, the main character of 1. Alternatively, you could replace Pooh or Ninten with a notable character from Mother 3. I don't know Mother 3, so I can't say. I'm actually got F-Zero. Okay, I at least had some idea for Earthbound or Mother. Looking up characters, let's go Captain Falcon, Black Shadow, Samurai Goro, Deathborn, and Jody. Are those good? Are those good picks? I don't know, man. Those are all the series in Smash 64. Next up is the Ice Climbers, where I'm going to do a bit of cheating. There are characters where they just don't have enough in their game for 5 people. I consider these incidentals. By my count, there are 5 of them. The Ice Climbers, Mr. Game & Watch, Rob, Wii Fit Trainer, and Duck Hunt Duo. Fire Emblem, another cutting case because there's like 8 or 9 of these guys. We're going to keep Moth and Ike alongside the most recent character being Byleth, the most unique character, in my opinion, Robin, and let's go Roy for a bit of legacy. Lucina is an Echo, as is Chrom, and no one wanted Corrin. And that was the last new franchise in Melee that wasn't Ice Climbers and Game & Watch and such. So let's go on to Brawl with Kid Icarus. I had this one locked in. Pit, Dark Pit, Palutena, Viridi, and Hades. I'm picking Hades instead of Medusa, who I guess could be instead of Dark Pit if you really want. Because Hades is sick as, and a friend of mine really wants them in Smash. Shout out to you, you know who you are. Up next we got Wario. We have Wario of course, plus Ashley, Jimmy T, Orbulon, and... okay, there are other characters left, but I'm gonna say Waluigi. Has Waluigi been in any Wario games? I don't think so, which is very weird. This is the one chance I'm getting. Up next is Metal Gear, and I think Snake, Raiden, Big Boss, Gray Fox, and Senator Armstrong, because it's my video. One of the easiest ones in the video, Sonic. We got Sonic, Shadow, Tails, Knuckles, and Eggman. Now there are other options that are really good, like Amy, Metal Sonic, even like Silver. Up next is Pikmin. I don't know Pikmin. I have a friend that does, and I did not cooperate with them. But I do have an idea. So we have Olimar, alongside Charlie, Alf, and Brittany. And then the last pick, a Bulborb, would actually be really done. Piranha Plant proves that you can have basic enemies. Going into Smash 4, Animal Crossing. Well, there's already Villager and Isabelle. Let's get Tom Nook, KK Slider, and Red is iconic enough for this. Mega Man. There are two options here for Mega Man that I could have done for other franchises, but didn't. Standard Mega Man, as in the one that's in Smash, or allow myself to branch out to other Megas. Classic Mega Man, it would be Mega, Proto, Base, Wily, and Roll. But if we go with the other option of including characters from other Mega Man franchises, then we have Mega Man, Zero, Wily, Sigma, and a representative for a different Mega Man like Star Force or EXE. We got Punch Out. So we have Little Mac, Glass Joe is another joke character, King Hippo as a tank, Great Tiger is most unique as he has magic, and the last spot in either Soda Popinski or, because it's my video, Super Macho Man. I can't put Mike Tyson in the game, I know that much. Up next, we have the Miis, and I almost didn't count them because the Mii fighters are usually seen as Smash characters, but I love Mii games, so I'm going to count them anyways. We're going to keep Brawler, Sword Fighter, and Gunner since they're well established, but we're going to add the Great Mage, and of course that means we're also going to add the Dark Lord, the main villain of Miitopia. Side note, do you guys want to see a Tomodachi Life or Miitopia video? If you guys are interested in that, let me know. We got Pac-Man. I only know 4. The Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Talkman, the Ghost, or as one character. But then I don't know what to do for a 5th one. Ship from Galaga. Up next we got Xenoblade. We're going to count Pyramithra as separate, even though they're switchable characters. So we're going to have Shulk, Pyramithra, Noah, the main character of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and we could have the main guy from Xenoblade X, but apparently no one cares about that. So... Zeke Von Gedbu! I don't care how important he is. He's sick as, and I'm putting him in. I don't care that there are so many other options. It's Zeke, baby. It's the Zekeinator. I'm next to Street Fighter. God, there's so many characters. But I'm gonna go for Ryu and Ken, Chun-Li, M. Bison, and Zangief. Akuma is super popular as well, but that's another echo for Ryu pretty much. Final Fantasy is similar to Mega Man because Final Fantasy VII is the only game that exists according to Square Enix. Just from Final Fantasy VII, we'll have Cloud, Sephiroth, Tifa, Barrett, and Vincent. But if we're expanding outwards of 7, then we got Cloud and Sephiroth, Black Mage, Squall from Final Fantasy VIII, and Terra from 6. There are so many options, including from all of them. I just picked some. Up next we got Bayonetta. I don't know that well, but I do know we can have John. And then looking at other characters, think Rodin, Viola, and Boulder. I put these in ages ago and don't remember what any of them are. Up to Ultimate, we have Splatoon, Inkling, Octoling, the Squid Sisters, and then either the trio from Splatoon 3 or Pearl Marina from Splatoon 2, whatever their band is called. And then last but not least, DJ Octavio. Up next is Castlevania. We got Sound and Richter, obviously Alucard, Dracula, and then another main character that I don't know. But what I do know is Persona. We're gonna do another case with Persona here where 5 or all of them. So for just Persona 5, Joker, Skull, Panther, Mona, and because I want to have villains in, Crow. And also because of personal preference for a friend of mine. But Persona in general, we can have Joker, you, Adachi, Aegis, and Jack Frost. Dragon Quests. There are a lot of options, but I don't know any. So split the 4 heroes into their own characters somehow and then add slime. Real Dragon Quest fans, put something better in the comments. I hate this. There's a lot to look up, okay? Fatal Fury. Despite what Sakurai wants, Terry kind of has to be here with Mai Shiranui. They are one of the most iconic characters. Alongside is the predictable Geese, Andy and Blue Mary. Arms. Putting Min Min with the 2 characters that almost got the letter, being Twin Tail and Ninjara, is pretty fitting. You could have the main character of the franchise, Springman, in, or the second main character, Raven Girl. But just because I don't care about them, I'm going to put in Helix instead because he's a fun, goofy guy. And then Dr. Coil to get a villain. Minecraft. I could have just split the characters like a different hero. I think we can do just slightly better. We'll have Steve and Alex. We'll have Steve do more of the mining and crafting, and Alex be a lot more of the offensive. And then the final 3, we're going to go with very unique. I'm going to have an Enderman, the Wither, and then, this is an odd pick, but hear me out, the Wandering Trader. This is so we can have a mob representative for each of the different dimensions. And the Wandering Trader, specifically, they are a unique mob. And I think they're the perfect character to use more of the unique Minecraft items, like potions and splash potions, which, yes, you could also apply to the Witch, but I want the Wandering Trader to be in there more, because they're a villager rather than a member of the Illagers, and villagers are much more iconic. Up next, we got Tekken, because both the other ones are returning ones for the DLC. Oh fuck, I forgot to put Banjo-Kazooie. I forgot Banjo-Kazooie, really? Okay, Banjo and Kazooie, Gruntilda, The Mole, Mumbo Jumbo, and fuck you, put Conqueror in. Tekken. I'll go Kazuya, Jin, because he's the main character. Laws, I don't know how important he is, but I like playing with Nate. King, and Yoshimitsu. I know there's going to be characters that I'm missing, people want to talk about, like Heihachi, and I wanted to pick more of the other characters that I think notable to the series. And the final series is Kingdom Hearts. Right off the bat, our options are limited because I don't think I can put Disney in. I think I would get in trouble for saying it's Disney and Smash. But even with those limits, I can pick ones that I'm pretty sure are good. Sora, Riku, Kairi, Xehanort, Roxas. And that's every series of Smash if they had 5 characters. I've said throughout this whole video, I'm not entirely knowledgeable about every single franchise. So if there's some obvious omissions for a few of the franchises, then please let me know. I hope at least some of these were pretty good in your eyes. This has been Jobta. Catches.